decision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Shaheed in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
That's good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Olave is the motion man. Handoff here, up the middle. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Micah Parsons on the tackle.
A gain of 4 is now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Rattler. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Rattler. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for New Orleans. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Back to the air again on second, and oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. New Orleans, third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that'll set up fourth down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week, and we are back at it with the third quarter. Johnston motioning over. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll stay on the ground. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Julian Blackmon comes up from the safety spot to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. In motion comes Andrews. Space to run inside the 20. And he's got another one. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Grupe able to add the extra point. And the Saints go up by 7. 28-21. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Going for it all. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow, and the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy. We could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Quentin Johnston, touchdown Cowboys. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point, up and good. The Cowboys have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. His drive will start on the ground. Has an opening past the 40. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Shaheed in motion. To throw, it's Rattler. All alone is the tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Rattler. Pass is caught by Olave. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Rattler now back to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on fourth down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down. They'll try to run. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Cowboys have it. Into space. Inside the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Dallas. And a big turn of events there. This defense trying to hold off the opposition now takes the lead, Greg, by taking it to the end zone.
Yeah, and it seems like week in and week out, Mike, in this league, there's 1 or 2 plays that determine the outcome of a game. And I get the sense here in the second half, that game-changing scoop and score by this defense could very well be that play.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. Throwing is Rattler. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains 1 step ahead of them. And it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be 1 step ahead of them.
He'll look to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Oh, and he'll gather it back in. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he died.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter.
Blake Murphy to kick off for the Saints.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Shaheed in motion. Looking to throw. Rattler. A throw. Left side. Caught by Andrews.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now, faking the give. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. He is in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, New Orleans. On comes Blake Murphy for the PAT. He's got it. The Saints will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll drop to throw. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Second down, Prescott. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
In motion, Lamb. Dak going to throw it here on first down. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And the Saints are going to get the football at their own 23.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice...
Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Here is 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. a big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll run here. And once again, they try the same run. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st down. Now Rattler gonna throw. He'll go right and find his running back. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
And now you really have to get into your full speed 2-minute mode, Mike. After that conversion brings up a fresh set of downs, you've got to go, and you've got to go fast.
To throw, it's Rattler. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field.